If the EFCC is able to determine what is fake news, one would expect too that it will sell us the proper news, the proper situation of things. I think I like the slogan of the EFCC where before now when it says the EFCC will get you anytime, anywhere, right? So that's, you know, connotes a very powerful organization that's ubiquitous. In that case, and then an individual, that kind of powerful organization against an individual, the organization should show some restraint and should show some measure of, you know, application of standards. You see, I can say this on behalf of Ola Olukayode, the chairman of the EFCC, that he's committed to standards, but sometimes, oftentimes, the operatives of the EFCC get somewhat overzealous. And when they do that, it shouldn't be too difficult to explain. Now, the problem we have here, and that's a very dangerous situation where you find young people going to the bank, the premises of the bank, going to protest because they're dealing with a very influential personality called Verydarkman that is well loved. In fact, his followership is phenomenal. Now, and that's the reason why EFCC as an organization that also requires the goodwill of the public in its fight against corruption and financial crimes should actually deal carefully with an individual like Verydarkman. Now, there's a problem. He has been arrested, and then there seemed to be a form of strong, cooperation that was offered by the Guarantee Trust Bank. The expectation is a show of accountability on the part of the EFCC and the bank by simply explaining to Nigerians that this is exactly what's happening. Nobody is saying that Verydarkman is above the law. However, when it seems...
the bank in question says, you know, they don't have a hand in it. The young man, the VDM, was arrested outside the premises of the bank. That they've exculpated themselves, more or less.
Oh, but Nigerians don't believe. And that's more reason why an authority like the EFCC should be the forefront of showing a level of accountability to the people by saying this and such a reason is why we arrested Verydarkman. And of course, because of the presumption of innocence, he should be assumed that he has been granted bail. And then so that report,
given bail conditions, that he will not be released until he meets his bail conditions, and he will be taken to court.
Well, that's the report. That's a report accredited to the BBC.
Very true, very, very true. At EFCC, they make Verydarkman more popular, more popular. EFCC, they make Verydarkman more popular, more stronger, and more heroic. You understand? You know, say activists mean they not to know like this. When you start to the whole and people call they give attention to that person. This guy already see what the analysts talk for us. Not true. You are making this guy more heroic. You understand? Sometimes it gives me you put blind ear for some people because the more the more you can't pick them like this, the more because they say be this person, the world go can't they put attention with that person. Now you don't make Verydarkman stronger, more heroic. You understand? Now the Gestapo star maybe so now take arrest her now. He don't go against you now. Now the EFCC then say nobody write petition. But for me, that's not true. Now because the way the situation don't go, that is why EFCC they fear to name the people may write petition. Because if na individual write petition, not be small. So because the way the thing don't go now, it don't go beyond expectation. So now if they call the name say, now this person write petition, now this woman, now this agency write petition, and you see what in Nigeria they do GTB Bank now. And if they go to say now GTB write the petition, Nigeria will go more harder on GTB Bank. If they go to say now individual write the petition, they will go more harder. Whether that person now body of Christ or any individual, they will go harder. If now body of Christ now write the petition, then Nigeria will make sure say the body of Christ, all social media and domain be say they get billion view go down. That is just it. That is why EFC they tell say there's no petition. There's no petition. So they are afraid to name the person. They will release Verydarkman unconditionally, but they will not name the petitioner because they are afraid now. Because the thing don't change. It don't change nomenclature. Everything don't change. The expectation don't change. So unconditionally release, they have made mistake. So the thing they don't know what to do. They have made mistake. Either you charge him to court, or you release him, or you tell all the people that wrote the petition that make you to arrest him that way. But they are afraid to name the petitioner. Nigerians, strong, speak in one voice. Now, to show say your voice is stronger than one person and agencies. One love the right here, one love Nigeria.